Looks like my camera's a little... It's all good. You're here. I'm here. Woohoo. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for everything. We have so many questions, and we're going to get through them. I know that Kamala Harris is going to speak at, I think, is it 5? I'm not sure. I need this a little bit more close to me, at the Ellipse. So we're going to look at that. I want to say a couple of words. I want to say thank you very much to Christina R. and Lain R. I got socks from my Amazon wish list and a bracelet, a rose quartz bracelet that I like. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. All right, card of the day. The Way of Positive Change, Facebook and Instagram every single day, Facebook, Instagram threads every single day, is the Emperor. So there will be some announcements today from government or leaders, the CEO for who you work for, or maybe the CEO in your own family, if it's not you, or maybe it is you. When you are a CEO of you, then sometimes we need to have days that have some structure and order. Organization is good, right? Well, today's the day for it. So you still have a good portion of your day. And he's a no-nonsense guy. You know, he's a get her done kind of fellow. And sometimes this also represents the special dudes in our life. So some of the dudes may need some extra TLC. So there you go. And I also have readings available. Go to thewayofpositivechange.com and you can schedule your own reading. I have readings available at the end of this coming week. And tomorrow I will be with Mr. Danny Shea over on Celtic Sheila Turo's channel for a pre-Halloween, a Halloween-y thing, because tomorrow's the day before Halloween, y'all. And so we're going to do something fun over there at 12 noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, Celtic Sheila Turo. And on Saturday, I will be with the Smut Sisters. Oh, wait, I think Lisa's traveling. So it'll be Denise and I on Denise Night Divination, 3 p.m. Eastern, over on Denise's channel, 12 noon Pacific. Okay? So try to catch us there, and whatever I don't cover here, I'll cover there, because I don't think I'm going to do Friday Live here, but we'll see. Okay, because that's a lot. Oh, it's time for a free reading giveaway. So how could I forget that? I didn't. I just remembered it. Ta-da! All right. So not in the live chat, but after we're done with this live video, in the comments, just like when you put in the prayers for your loved ones for the Move a Mountain prayer box, pick a number between 1 and 100, and then just post the number and then keep watching. I'm going to let it go all of today, probably to halfway into tomorrow, and then on Wednesday, and then I will choose the number. Okay. And I'll let you know there in the comment section. All right. Okay. A number between 1 and 100, and it's for a 30-minute free reading. I can't wait to meet you. All right, we have so many questions. So many questions. Okay, first I did, I had that hit on Biden. He's had it with Netanyahu. He's had it. And I think that the BB has stepped over the line already. Biden's drawn line already. And I feel like, you can only push our president so far, right? And I feel like he's at that. He's past it. And it's gonna break. The bromance is gonna break. Or not the bromance. It's not even a bromance, because I think he can hardly stand him. Barely stand him. I think he tolerates him. Okay. Oh, one more announcement. Please keep everyone in the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, all of the Caribbean islands, Dominican Republic, there is a stalled tropical whatever it's going to be. It hasn't made up its mind what it's going to be, but it's going to produce so much rain. And you know, for this year, whenever we looked at the readings for weather, it was water, water, water. And I'm afraid we're just not done with that. So please send prayers to that region, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and all the Caribbean islands, please. Thank you. Okay. Now, I was very concerned about Vice President Kamala Harris, about her safety. And just because of a few flashes that I've gotten and a couple of dreams that I had, which is too long to tell you now, but I will tell you before the election. I want to know she's going to the Ellipse, which gave me the creeps right there. I mean, that was creepola. I understand this, the strategy of it, but I don't like it. So, hi, Jabby. All right, so let's see. Will Kamala Harris be safe? Will the future president of the United States, will Madam Vice President be safe? She's going to speak on the Ellipse. Where is her safety? Is she all right? Because I just have I did a reading on her health, and it looked like she was going to be okay, so that would have shown up there. So let's just see. Safety. Okay. All right. So they have their, you know, all of the people that protect her, the FBI, everybody, the DOJ, everybody, Secret Service, they all have their eyes out. There is some sort of a weird note or email or something that's sent, or a note that's left by somebody that is problematic. I'm not sure that they know about this yet, so that will be an issue. There is a man, of course, now they've, for entertainment purposes only, which is not funny, they've all been, you know, they all have notes, and they've all been sent things, and they've all been, you know, made aware that they have to be, you know, very, very careful. She has to be careful. The Secret Service has to be careful. This means somebody could be being a little lackadaisical. All right, we've already had that kind of thing happen. I feel like there's a couple of younger people that try to stir up trouble that are going to get in trouble themselves, that are working on something. She has like a pop-up person, a person who just appears. But it looks like she's safe. I'm going to do one more. There's someone that just sort of pops up. Okay, but is her health okay? Is Vice President Kamala Harris's health okay? I was surprised to see the 2 pages because I thought there were more youthful, helpful people there, but not if Charlie Kirk has anything to do with it, or Joe Rogan. Sorry. All right, Kamala Harris's health, is she okay? Kamala Harris's health, is she all right? There's the pop-up guy again. Motivated by something that was said or paid for by someone else. She's all right. There's a couple of little problems, and she may have to leave somewhere for a little bit. They're aware of people who are motivated by ads and things that are placed that is meant to target younger people by the Pootie. And but she's okay. But she's all right. I feel like her husband has an issue. I asked about that with Denise the other day. Let's check and see. Family. There's a problem with family. Pops up around family too. So there's a little rockiness there with family. I don't like this nefarious card here, so there's a little shake up there, but it could be worse. Something that's not fair happens, but it could be worse. But it isn't. We're going to stay positive, and you guys are the greatest prayer warriors, so please send out the prayers for all of the people you care about. And if you're really an evolved soul, you'll send prayers out for those that you don't care about. Okay. Just go there. All right. Now, we saw in the past for years now, back when I was in the office building, pre-COVID, we saw that there were going to be three queens, three predominant queens that would be cause the fall for Trump. Naturally, one of them's Harris. But we saw that for him. But what is it going to be for Leon? You know, or as Becca calls him, muskrat. So it was three queens for EM. I mean, three queens for DJT. That's clear. Three queens for DJT. But what's it going to take? Who is it going to take? What is it going to be to bring the muskrat down or move him out? What is it going to take? Because his vanity has gotten a hold of him, hasn't it? And he's just trying to jump up and be noticed and be cool. And he doesn't have that. He's got a lot of things. You know, it's like when somebody's really good at something, but they can't sing a single lyric, you know? So he just doesn't have that cool factor. And when he made those weird sounds, it reminded me of that one Democrat politician that made that hee-haw, you know, or something. I can't remember his name right this second, but he was, you know, that was it. And that's all it took back there. But of course, the muskrat has, you know, money and influence and whoa. So it takes the end of something. It takes a seismic volcanic shift. So it could be the end of the election. It could be, well, let's see what's in the, okay. There will be a problem with a partnership. There will also be a problem with a lover. Now, a partnership ends. We're also in the time of Scorpio, right? All the Scorpio sisters said, happy birthday. It was Howard Dean. That's right. Jerry Keena. That's very good. All right. Okay, so Pootie is underneath there. Now we know he's been having conversations with Pootie. A fight with partnerships, an end to partnerships. Now, when I did a reading on him last time, if the government would continue to do dealings with him, we saw that he would be gradually phased out. Of course, they, you know, he's in now so far. It gives me a headache when I think about it. No, it doesn't. I don't receive a headache. Okay. Be careful with your words. When they stop giving him contracts, when this stops, it may start with this, you know, I'm going to give you a check if you vote. No, this is a partnership that goes kaflooey. And he blows it. He does it. It's his step into quicksand. He puts his foot in the mouth. He makes a bad decision. It's him. And if you look very closely, now here is a big tarot lesson for everybody that's learning. There are two people. Of course, there's an angel and a snake. But there are two people here. This partnership's on the rocks. It is at make it or break it. I'm going to think break because it's already been in the breaking phase in Libra. Then when you're talking about two people, especially in relationship readings, if you come up with this, you got 5 people. Well, that's too many people, right? And that means both people are influenced by outer influences of other people. And there could be something going on there all over the place. Now, then we've got a triad of 3, and a secret with someone. So it isn't just 2 any longer. So it may be the United States saying, you promised us this, this, and this, and yet you're talking to this third-party person. So we're not going to do this any longer. And your beliefs have gotten you into a problem. And then you only have one person to deal with. You only have one person to lean on instead of a group and a team or 3, you go down to 2. Okay, that's not a team when we're fighting because that's not teamwork. Okay. All right. A trip is revealed. His ego. A trip where he had talks with someone that he thought was secret is no longer secret. That's A. B, his ego becomes larger than the size of Texas. And this is the ultimate problem. And then he can't deal with anyone anymore. Okay. I thought maybe somebody got sick around him, but I really believe this is his. And there could be a problem with the car industry, possibly Tesla, that doesn't want to deal with him any longer. So watch for that. That could be a big issue too. He doesn't really need it. He doesn't need it. I wish I had an X card. So many of you guys are still on X. I just don't get it. I mean, I know you want to stay tuned to the other people, but okay, so it's going to be his ego, his partnerships, and a secret trip, him and Clarence. I'm just kidding. And then his ego. So it isn't about the queens. It could be a romantic relationship that gets him in trouble too. So let's just say there's 4 things. All right. But then, will the Department of Justice actually file charges against the muskrat? He's standing in defense. So this is a yes. I don't know if this takes 5,000 years. It's over his partnerships. There's Pooty again. Remember when we used to say the roots of Russia is so deeply entrenched in all of our dealings, it would be hard to fathom. And here we are. So the answer to this question is yes. There will be some charges. Don't know how long it's going to take. It's after these revelations with the Pootie comes out. All right. Then I also wanted to ask, will the muskrat get to keep his United States citizenship? I guess I should stop calling him that. Will Musk be able to keep his United States citizenship? Ooh, there's problems there. That's going to lead me to, I'm asking about if he'll leave. I think he's told you're in trouble. Oh, this is a no. No, this is a no. Wow. And I feel like the Biden administration has already told him, you have broken your pact with us. You've betrayed us. There's our emperor. Remember, he can only be pushed so far. And then, like a good Scorpio. Ooh, dirty deeds. Let's mark this down. Let's mark it down because he loses his citizenship. There it is. Right there. It could not be any more clear to me. So I don't know how long this will take. I would think it wouldn't take too long, but there it is. This is what happens. He is overruled. You're not the boss of me. And I'm going to tell you how it's going to be. And you don't have to like it, but you betrayed us with your shenanigans and your actions with others. And this is it. You're done. You're done. No. Wow. There it is. There it is. Wow. I need to rename this video. I'm going to go take care of the kids right after this, so I won't have time. But I'm probably going to rename it. But don't want to get in trouble with. I want to stay safe from YouTube. But there it is. Boom. There he is. Boy. Wow. Okay. So there it is. And speaking of rats, sorry. Maybe it's rats. Okay, Josh Hawley, please, come on. Come on. Now there's a guy, Lucas Kuntz, that everyone wants to get in there and take over. But let's just see, will Josh Hawley be successful? Guides and angels, spirit guides. Will Josh Hawley be successful at keeping his Senate seat? Will Josh Hawley be successful at keeping his Senate seat? Got it. Okay. He's too much. He's over the top. People are done with him. He keeps digging. He keeps digging the trench he's running in deeper. Those in his own party do not want him there any longer. There's money trying to keep him there, though. There's big money. Government that wants to keep him in. Money in government. Someone's paid a lot of money and is even aware of the legal ramifications to try to keep him in there. But I don't think he's going to make it. It may come very close because of this. Okay, so maybe we'll ask that tomorrow. We'll ask about Coons. Because what time is it? Oh. If you're just joining us, I have readings available the end of next week, middle of next week. Thewayofpositivechange.com is where you schedule. And hey, Becca. And if you would like to have a free half-hour reading with me, not in the live chat, but when our show is over, comment in the comments, pick a number between 1 and 100, and keep an eye on the comments over the next 48 hours. I'll let you know if you're the winner. I can't wait to meet you. Tomorrow, Danny Shea and I will be over on Celtic Sheila's channel at 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And then Saturday, I'll be on Denise Knight Divination at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central. Now, speaking of Becca, when I was getting ready for today, I was listening to her grand tableau on Harris, and everyone is anxiously awaiting. She's going to do muskrat. So I was talking about you earlier, Becca. Anyway, boy, if you go back and you listen to her Harris grand tableau, in the first 30 minutes, she nails what's going on with Netanyahu and Biden and the aid stuff. Go listen. Do yourself a favor and go listen to that. You're missing out if you're missing her grand tableaus. You are missing out, sister, brother. Okay. I want to know. That was Becca. You're always right, but I was just floored to the amount of you even saying the word aid. Okay, now I want to know if the state of Pennsylvania Electoral College, get situated here. I want to know if the state of Pennsylvania Electoral College votes go blue for Kamala Harris. Pennsylvania, blue, Kamala Harris. Will that be the outcome? Yes or no, please, guides and angels. Sissy Crusoe, her YouTube channel is called The House of Lenormand. The Lenormand cards. Okay, guides and angels. Will the state electoral votes for Pennsylvania go blue for Kamala Harris? Pennsylvania, blue, Harris. Yes or no? For presidential votes. So I really feel that she's going to have the votes. I just think that the everything is challenged, and I think Trump just claims it. I think he just claims it. All right, there's a snagaroo, maybe for a vote or two in Pennsylvania. There's something wrong with ballots or safety or something. Written, something computed, something delivered, mail. There's a problem here in the state of Pennsylvania. Transportation. Ooh, delay. Okay. We need Pennsylvania. So there's going to be a delay. There's going to be a problematic issue with Pennsylvania. There's deception here. Worry, anxiety, deception. Boy, that is really, that's really awful. So I think it goes her way, but there's a problem and there's a holdup that involves deception. So Pennsylvania is going to be the state, and I believe their governor is Josh Shapiro. So that wouldn't be a governor that pulled funny business. So it is something's out of his hands here or goes over top of him. There's a problem and a deceptive transaction with Pennsylvania. So keep your eyes on that. Oh, Becca, I was talking about your grand tableau. Oh gosh, I'll have to text you. They're saying that they don't want the only aid shipment that's coming in there. BB says that there's people inside that aid organization that are acting as Hamas or problematic or something. So it's causing a huge, giant problem. Okay. It's sad. And I know it's really bad because I was so filled with grief and sadness. But, all right, we're going to change this. Send prayers, you guys. Send prayers. All right. So the state of Pennsylvania is compromised. I'm sure Shapiro will figure it out. Will Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin be successful in keeping her Senate seat? Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin be successful in keeping her Senate seat. Thank you, Sharon Sight. Senator Tammy Baldwin be successful in keeping her Senate seat in Wisconsin. I miss Wisconsin. I miss Minnesota. She's got a good team working for her. There's a lot of money going to try to support the other guy. Oh, drats. Okay, waiting. All right, so not everything we wanted to hear for her. This doesn't mean no. I mean, this doesn't mean yes, but it's not an absolute no, but there could be funny business in Wisconsin as well. There's a reason we have to wait for yet another pinnacle, possibly something computed and written again. So, all right, so I'll see if I can get Sheila and Danny to help me read on the other people involved in these tomorrow on the broadcast on Sheila's channel. All right? Okay. Well, the hateful Pamela asked, oh, Nora on the community page, I answered your question about Becca's named muskrat. He will lose his United States citizenship. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm never going to read on it again because that was an absolute yes. Okay. I hope that helps you all have a better day. All right. Now, Pamela asks, as did many of you, will the hateful remarks about Puerto Rico at the MSG rally motivate Latin voters to vote for Harris? Okay. Oh, thank you, Miss Foggy. Will the hateful remarks made about Puerto Rico motivate Latin voters to vote for Harris. Remember to keep Puerto Rico in your prayers, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and all the Caribbean islands, because there's a storm system that is just going to drench them relentlessly. Please pray for them. Prayers work. They work miracles. I've seen them. Will the hateful speech about Puerto Rico motivate Latin voters to vote for Harris? Yes or no? Thank you. Thank you, Nancy. There are many, many Spanish people in my neighborhood that are voting for Trump. However, I did want to say one thing to you. When I was in the early voter line, there were more men than I've ever seen. The line was longer. This is true. But there were 2 or 3 women to every man. So that is hopeful. Early voting, there were not that many Latin people. Okay, so they may be waiting. Of course, I was there in the middle of the day. Right? I thought if I went at lunchtime, I actually did very well. Okay. Will it? They believe his false promises. And they really did it. The Republicans really did a number on the Latin airwaves. They've just made everyone really think that Kamala is communist. I mean, they're just, they've it's just so terrible. Okay. It will make a difference. Wow. Could my eyes have gotten any bigger? Okay. Wow, they believed it, his false promises, but because he didn't do anything about the comic, the one who performed, he didn't, you kept your partnership with this comedian, you didn't, and they know who he is, and he did this routine the night before, so they knew full well what he was bringing to that stage. Okay, so it absolutely will motivate them. So that is good. All right. So free reading contest, pick a number between 1 and 100 and post it in the comments after the video is over, not in the live chat, please. All right, now I've never asked this way before. So I'm just bear with me. I'm getting at an answer. Will Donald Trump be successful in his attempt to steal the election? Now, we're just asking. We're asking this a different way. It leads us to the answer. Will Trump be successful in his attempt to steal the election? Will he be successful? Oh, good, Clarence. Yeah, I read for a few people in Haiti, and they're not Trump fans. Well, there's the theft. We're trying. He does not get his wish. Okay, so this is good. This is good. even though there's a lot of money behind this. Something happens before the actual results are made that blows everything out of the water. Isn't that interesting? Because we're asking after the election, right? During the election, after the election, stealing. It comes after a huge blow up. Someone will not do his bidding. Now remember, we did a reading on how far Speaker Mike Johnson, how far he'll go, and he will keep his promise to Trump to a certain extent. But then we saw that the bromance would end, that there was a line he would not cross because he chooses to save his license or his job or his family or something, because we got the Three of Swords, remember? So there's one thing he won't do. Wow, the charges, come on. Don't rule out Jack Smith. The old Jack Smith could come around the corner with another Subway bag. Remember, the Subway bag means he's accomplished something. All right, he does get momentum here. And this is that card that we saw as the challenge in Pennsylvania, right? If you go back in the video and you look at the Pennsylvania question, this was the challenge card with the lies. Someone's not, he becomes unstable, he can't keep up with this. That's something. He may have a small accomplishment. He may be able to get away with something for a small period of time. Does it stick, though? This lessens because of the negative cards here. Does Trump get away with his stealing of the election? Does he become president? Does he get away with it? Does he get away with his lies and cheating to steal the presidency and become the president? Yes or no, please, angels and guides. My eyes twitching. Does Trump get away with it? The stealing of the election, the people who help him, they give him some small measure. Will he win? I should have looked at that. Will he win, be sworn in? Will Trump win and be sworn in? Win. How he is ever truly tries to pull that rabbit right out of his hat. He can't do it. He's almost broke, you guys. His stock went up too. Social stock went through the roof all of a sudden. Maybe he'll sell that. There's Musk's card. Delay. All done for delay. He says false things. Here. Yes, it goes to a building. It goes to maybe the Supreme Court. Yes. Finally, I get it. He doesn't get it. Hooray. Okay, this is good. It causes confusion. It's really bad. It goes to a specific building. I'm going to say the Supreme Court, although it isn't the Emperor card, but it lands in, there's just too much confusion about it, and he's wishing upon a star. And this is a heavier thing. The way he's working it isn't working. You know, if you get the hangman, whatever you're doing is not working. Okay. And delay. Man. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Thank you, Becca. Ooh. Okay. Hey, Paula Stahl. All right, man. Okay. Will Debbie Mucarsel-Powell be successful in taking over and winning Rick Scott's Senate seat? Please, oh please, oh please, oh please. Please. Okay. Will Debbie Mucarsel-Powell be successful in winning Rick Scott's Senate seat? She was here day before yesterday. She was in our county. Debbie Mucarsel-Powell be successful winning Rick Scott's Senate seat. And the next to go after that is Rubio. Oh boy, Pootie's got money in this one. He's trying to go after the youth vote again. Can they add a name? What is he trying to put in here? Running the ads for the youth. And the youth don't have any idea who Scott is. They don't know what he's done with Medicare or when he lived here and what he did with for entertainment purposes only. Okay, she moves forward. She's getting some help. She's getting some more money. Whoops. Oh, man. Oh, this would... You guys are going to hear me sing and dance from wherever you are. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I am so, oh my God, please. I know there's always a percentage of error, but please don't let it be on this. And please don't let it be on the last question I asked. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. It looks like she's going to win. Oh. Okay. Whoa. All right. All right. I'm very concerned about the Palestinians in Gaza. I'm very concerned about Israel residents. Many of them have had to move. You know, I have family members in the IDF. However, I think we were at 3, then we went to 2. I believe I'm down to 1 now, and hopefully his term will be over in March, I think. Okay, now what does the future look like for Israel? Because Biden has had it. with Netanyahu. He's done. This last incident crossed the line. The incident before that crossed the line, and you can only push him so far. I'm not going to completely reiterate what I said, but there are people that have just joined us. Okay. What is the future of Israel? I do have family that lives there. They're trying to draw up a plan. Oh boy, their country's been changed, and there's just some changes there's some areas that are just not going to be okay. Biden's trying to help. There's an important female leader that is helpful. They needed to have spoke up. I know they had protests and everything, but they needed to have yanked the Beebster. Oh boy, this isn't good news for them. Their country's never going to be the same, unfortunately. And it's a young country. And the devastation is just incredible. And has to stop. It has to stop. Okay. I wanted to also ask, there is a for rights group called Ultraviolet that is pressing cases on Supreme Court Kavanaugh because they brought back the statute. They got rid of the limitations for crimes against women or crimes. The one that affected E. Jean Carroll. So I want to see if there are many members in this. I want to see if Ultraviolet group that is trying to put together and bring suit against Kavanaugh, if they'll be successful. And it has to do with why the investigation was dropped or fudged or messed up. And the victims were not spoken to. There were victims that were not spoken to. So it's on their behalf and against the Department of Justice and Kavanaugh. And so for entertainment purposes only, which it's not funny. Will Ultraviolet be successful with their investigation into Kavanaugh? I don't know, Sissy. I don't know if that's true. They did send a drone to his other house. I do know that Netanyahu goes down. I've said it several times because our guides and angels showed us a few times, and I don't need to look at it again. I know that I asked last time if we were close. We were getting closer, but he gets brought down like the statue of Hussein. Okay, this takes a long time for these sexual charges and why they were wrapped up, and it's going to seem like it's forever. Now, does that mean the end of Kavanaugh's career or the end of the suit? Because this looks like it's successful. I'm going to say yes, because I think that's the end of him. I think Kavanaugh, of course, we always saw, the afeared card came up with Kavanaugh. That's how it got named the afeared card. Yeah, okay. All right. So I want so much to tell you about the dream, but we can't do it right now because I think she's getting ready to speak, and I got to go be grandma. So I want to do a reading for you. If you want to have a free reading with me, pick a number between 1 and 30. Leave it in the comment section after our live show is over. Watch the comments. I'll notify you within 48 hours. Sheila's channel tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Now, guides and angels. What do you want? All of the light workers, all of our group, all of our psychic group here want us to know the reading is for them, for you. Okay, use your intuition. Secrets will be revealed. The high priestess keeps them rolled up in her scroll, but she chooses when they will be revealed. The magician goes on his side. Woohoo! Okay, now, she has the secrets that stops the magician. Oh my goodness, could that get any more clear? Okay, so your guides and angels want you to say, don't worry. Please don't worry. All is well. Okay. Do not fear. Fear is at the root. There are legal things, legal eagles being investigated already. That was our card of the day, the Way of Positive Change, Facebook, Instagram, Threads. Only say positive things. Control your mouth. Have control, positive affirmations. Only say positive things. We were talking in our psychic development and healing class last night about, you're always going to go where you say you're going. So you might as well say you're going somewhere good, right? I am open and receptive to all the universe goodies. I am open and receptive to all the good in the universe, and I receive it now. Okay. Be positive. Pat yourself on the back. You've come a long way, right? You've come a long way, baby. You've got what it takes. The people that need to be in place will be in place. Pat yourself on the back. You've come so far. We've been through so much together. We've been through the pandemic. We've been through a whole Trump term. Can you even believe we did that? And then we got Biden, and we thought that would be the end of that. And then there's more turmoil. But look at how good we're doing. Look how good we're doing. So you have to be patient. Harvest doesn't come in a day. You plant the seeds. You hoe your row. You know where I was going, don't you? You plant the seeds, you hoe your row, you water and fertilize. We're very good at it. Do not have resentment. Do not be afraid. And, you really do look like this. And this is much easier to hug and kiss, right? If this comes up in a relationship reading and you look like this, someone's not going to lean in to kiss you because they think you're going to hit them on their head. Quit being so defensive. Let go of resentments. Let the dark side stay on the dark side. We're in the light here. Every day is your birthday. It's your birthday, John Travolta. It's my birthday. Happy fat. I get to eat anything I want, John Travolta. Try to stay balanced. Okay. This is going to take some time. Remember, just like we said, listen, this is exactly what they've shown us. You patience and persevere. When you're growing a garden, you plant the seeds. You've done this before. You know it takes time. And then you have to nurture the seeds. You have to water and fertilize your crops. And you have to wait, but you have to be diligent, which means you need to pray. You need to say, right? Pray and say positive affirmations, NBOs. Pray for people you don't even like, that they're enlightened, right? But get rid of this resentment, because no one's going to kiss you when you look like that, because you're going to hit them. They know you're going to hit them. You probably hit them before. All right. Open yourself to receive kisses. Patience, happiness. Cake with sprinkles. Okay. All right, you guys. Much love to you. Okay. I think she's getting ready to talk, and I'm going to go be grandma, and you guys can tell me all about it. All right. Love you guys. Don't forget to guess your number. Put it in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Johnny, and I'll see you tomorrow. Sheila's channel 12 noon Eastern.